So this 18-year-old white boy, all hopped up on replacement theory, walks into a grocery store in Buffalo and kills 10 people of color. But we don't need to talk about racism in our schools.
I mean, this murdering terrorist psychopath who has within his manifesto exactly what he did. No, 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 no. That's just a one-off. You see, that's just how they're gonna spin it. Oh, it's just a one-off. Yeah, it was terrible that it happened. We saw Mitch McConnell. As this is the most passionate speech that he could give. He was like, "Racism is bad, and everybody should say it's bad. Democrats, Republicans, everybody." That was the most fire that he could deliver.
Or the history of race in America, or race as a social construct. Because little Johnny, little Susie might feel bad.
The truth is that the United States is at such a point that if the Democratic Party, whether it's now or very, very near into the future, doesn't really start delivering for people in such a way that they really can feel it, their dollar is just going further. They're not struggling with the same types of unnecessary issues. They believe more in the education system. They believe more in the opportunities that their children are going to have. Until the Democratic Party really delivers on that, the chaos that we're seeing, the shootings that we're seeing, it just society all around us crumbling in a variety of ways will really be of benefit to the authoritarian cultural forces that exist within this nation.
No, we need to keep letting them listen to Tucker Carlson.
The more people are at unrest, the more people are arguing back and forth about culture war issues and not focused on policy, the easier it will be for the far right to continue to siphon power away from people and from the democratic process. We're looking at this happen with the abortion process. We're looking at this happen with the voting process. The Supreme Court just allowed for wealthy donors to bankroll politicians even more so than before. All of these things are happening. Meanwhile, we live in a country that's totally focused on critical race theory, at least the far right-wing base is.
People.
But of course, there's no real reason for Fox News or for any of the far right-wing outlets or for the Republican Party at large to take responsibility for this, because they haven't had to for so long. Why would they turn around? I mean, if they turned around now in reverse course, what would that do to their base? What would that do to their trajectory, to where they're headed? It would totally ruin it. So ultimately, again, this really lies on the Democrats to do something about this, because the Republicans will do nothing. Listen, if there are city council positions open, if you are interested in running for alderman, whatever it is, local government, federal government, anything that there is, if you know great leaders that maybe are in the churches that you go to or in the school systems that you go to, if you just know young people who are exceptionally talented in organization, if you just have a passion for your community or anything within your community, now more than ever is a time to really get involved. And I always like to close out with this message, because I think that, people, even us, even you and I, can often overlook how much more we can do. And it won't necessarily cost a ton of our time or a ton of our resources. It's easy for us to think that we're doing everything we can, but sometimes just making a quick referral, making a quick call, or just educating yourself a little bit further on different types of issues can make all the difference at the end of the day. So, while it is true that the Republican Party is nuts and the Democratic Party is rather useless, let's make sure that moving forward, we look at ourselves so that we can make the difference, because we still have the opportunity to make one.